So there's going to be a giveaway at the end of this video, so make sure that you stick around. It's a very simple giveaway. I'll be giving off 5k to the lucky winner and also a dress from Uniqlo by Yinye. So make sure to stick to the end to make sure that you catch on the rules. If you're not subscribed yet, today is a good day to subscribe. Enjoy the video. Hi lovelies, welcome back to your safe space for all things self-care, self-love and personal development. I want to talk to you today about main character energy. This is a phrase that's been used quite popularly in the past few months. I think even in the past year, everybody's like, oh, main character energy, oh, main character syndrome. And some people use it in a positive tone and some people use it in a negative tone, which is quite understandable because some people use it positively to mean you're in control of your life, you know, you're focused on what you're doing, you're being active, you're not being passive. You can check out my video about being passive in your 20s if you've not seen it yet. And while some people refer to it as being negative, where they see it as being narcissistic, where you think the world revolves around you, you think you're the only one that ever matters. And I think if you're doing the latter, if you only think that the world revolves around you, obviously you're doing something wrong because it doesn't. Everything is not about you. So to me, main character energy is just about, and I think even generally, is about focusing on what your goals are, what the objective is, what the plot is for your life. Like when you're watching a movie now, you have good main characters and you have bad main characters. Main characters, when they focus on their lives, they have support systems, they are good to their support systems, they take account of what everybody thinks but still stay true to themselves, they have a happy ending. And then some where they are just all about themselves, me, and they are self-centered or they are self-absorbed, their life always seems to be not quite what I want for my own life. So I think it makes it very, very clear that no matter what kind of main character in the movie that you are, in the role that you're playing in your life, there are certain things that you need to do to be a good main character with a good I don't want to say happy ending because who can really tell happy ending or sad ending while dying, right?
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
So I want to give some examples of main characters that explains this good main character energy and bad main character energy, or just like one that you don't want to emulate. For example, let's take my favorite franchise, Harry Potter. Harry Potter himself is a good main character energy. You can see that even though he's focused on his goal and all the things that he needs to achieve and for the greater good and everything, he has a support system, his friends, you know, Hermione and Ron, who without he won't be able to achieve the things that he had done. He wouldn't have been able to achieve them quite as well. You can see that even in the decisions that he takes, is not self-absorbed in just himself, me, even though he's the main character. The movie is literally named after him. He's still concerned about what goes on with his friends, right? And then you can also see in another series that ended terribly for me, like Vampire Diaries, where you have someone like Elena that was supposed to be the main character, and I just think she was a very confused human being that was very self-absorbed. Please argue with your keypads if you don't think so. I don't care. I stopped it like season 5, season 6, I can't remember where I stopped, but I was just done with the girl. Useless main character energy, and none of the ones that we want to be associated with. The point is, just like in your movies, there are different kinds of main characters and there'll be different kinds of people. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't still want to maintain main character energy. And what main character energy simply means is that you are the focus, right? You're the focus and every other thing is happening around you and will likely affect you and your destination even, but still you're the one in focus, and what really matters is you at the end of it, right? And so I think that that's an important energy to maintain. You always have to do what's best for you. You can consider other people, what other people do will affect you, obviously, because the world doesn't revolve around you, but you can always, you know, put yourself to revolve around you. How can you maintain more of the main character energy? Be more intentional about your life. When you watch a movie, the main character isn't just, you know, oh, I'm fumbling around, unless it's a kind of cusp of adulthood movie where they're trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. But even though the writer knows where he or she wants to end it. So be more intentional about your life, be more intentional about the things that you do, you know, be more focused on what will make you achieve the goals that you have. And you can't do any of this if you don't know what your goals are. So just like the main character, know what you are about, know what you want, go after it with all your might. Another thing is confidence. You know, the confidence that you have when you're watching a movie, when you're like, the main character can't die now, the main character, nothing can happen to the main character that would be so detrimental, except you're watching a sad movie. This does not apply to what's his name, what's the writer, John Green, any of his books or the movies that have been converted. But actual like romantic movies or romantic books, you know that the main character isn't going anywhere, and so that kind of makes you have the confidence that no matter what happens or what life throws at that main character, they will survive it. That's the kind of energy you need to have for your life, because many of us the fear of risk holds us back, and we're just like, oh, if I do this, this can happen. But think of yourself as main character, indestructible, and just think of, obviously things will burn you, but just think of yourself in that way so that you'll be able to take more risk and be able to put yourself more out there. You know, it just allows you to be able to achieve what you want without the fear of like, oh, something could happen or this could be the end. You know, be more confident and brave, just like the main characters in movies. Another thing to really bear in mind as a main character that you are is community and having people around you. Have you ever seen any movie where it's just one actor and, you know, doesn't have any reliance on any other supporting actors? That's just not possible. Harry Potter, any series that you're watching, I don't want to say Vampire Diaries, any show at all, any book at all that you're reading, there will always be supporting people that make and influence the main character, that supports, that push the main character forward, that even helps the main character to develop and become who they are meant to be at the end. So always have community. Just because you have main character energy doesn't mean that you don't need anybody. Make sure that you have community and people that support you around you all the time, people that would hold you accountable, people that will push you forward, people that will be there for you whenever you need them, and that you're always also there for. Many main characters that are brave, that we love to see on TV, that we enjoy watching, they are always there for other people too. It's not just about them. They are not self-centered, and so be there for other people like you want them to be there for you. Another key main character energy is to never put anybody else's interest above yours. Anybody that puts their interest, other people's interest above theirs as a main character, it always ends in tears. Or maybe it's a self-sacrificial movie. When you put somebody else's interest above yours, then it shouldn't be anything that would be actually detrimental and like bad for you. This is not that kind of movie. Your life is not that kind of movie. There's real abuse, real things can actually touch you. So do not do that. Always think about, what do I want, what would make me happy, but at the same time not hurt others. As long as you're not hurting others, you're not, you know, deliberately harming others, then your interest, what you want, is valid. So go after it just like your main character energy dictates, and with a but with laser focus. Another thing on your main character journey is to always grow. Main characters always grow. Imagine you tune into a movie and the same way they were in the first minutes is the same way they end at the end. No, they're always learning, they're always growing, they're always evolving. Different things affect them, they shift with it and they grow with it. That's how you call it character development. That's how your main characters end up. So that's how you want to also be. If you want to have main character energy, you can't just always be just where you are. You're the same as you were a month ago. You're the same as you were a year ago. That's not how it works. You have to be able to also keep growing. If not, your main character is a decimate character. Ask yourself who your favorite main character is in a book or in a movie. Your favorite book, what's your best thing about that main character, and then try to emulate all those things. And what's the thing that you don't like about that main character? Try to do less of those things. So I think that's just a way to, you know, live life by learning from others, and also by putting yourself as the focus, putting your mental health, your self-care, love of yourself at the top of many things. I'm not saying all things, because I do recognize that love and family and community means doing other things for other people that sometimes has no direct impact on you except seeing them happy. Always do what will move you forward, what will keep you growing, what will keep you fulfilled. I don't want to say happy because happiness is fleeting, and we have many things that might make us happy but are not really good for us in the long run, that will keep you fulfilled. Fulfilled. Will I ever learn about fulfilled and genuine? Will I ever learn how to pronounce those words? Yet to be seen. Something else to bear in mind is to focus on your passion. You know how the main characters are in the movies that you watch, they have a main goal, the end goal that they go after. They have a passion, something that they are doing, and it's just that's where the movie is angling towards, and then there's this like focus towards that thing. And that doesn't mean that if you have a focus that you can like more than one thing at a time. Many of us have many interests. As I'm filming this video, I have a 9 to 5 and I'm doing social media marketing, and I'm interested in that, and I have other interests, you know, other things that I like to do. That doesn't mean that those are not worthy of also focusing on, but it just means that I'm not getting like all over the place. I'm trying to settle. I'm like, okay, I like these things, I will do this. I like these things, I will do this. It might be more than one, but I'm still like, you know, I have my eyes on them, and I'm still doing the things that help me feel fulfilled. Do you get me? The one thing about a main character is that they are secure in their main character-ness. Unless it's a high school movie where they have insecurities and, you know, they compare themselves to others, and at the end of the movie, what do? They become confident. The point is, if you're going to be a good main character worth watching, you have to find your confidence, let go of insecurities, and stop comparing yourself to others. I know it's not as easy as just saying it, but work on it, you know. That's the proper main character energy. So that when you walk into a room, when you feel confident, other people can also see you and, you know, get the vibe of confidence, because you're walking in with confidence. You're walking in like, yes, I've arrived. I'm the one. I'm here.
Sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jack. Yeah.
I hope that helps and gives a bit more clarity, and maybe you're already also thinking of what your main character energy is like. I feel like main character energy is different to each person. It really depends on the kind of main character, the kind of person that you want to be. What my main character energy looks like will not be yours, because we're different people. You could be an introvert, I'm an extrovert, so our main character energy cannot be the same. There are different kinds of movies that we like, their main characters are different. There are different kind of books that we like, their main characters are different. So don't feel like main character energy just means, oh, look at me, I'm here, I'm this, I'm that. That's not the only thing about main character energy. As long as you're staying true to yourself and you're focusing on yourself and you're not placing other people above yourself, then you're already on the path of your main character energy. So we get to the part, the giveaway part. Like I said, I'll be giving away 5,000 naira and also a dress from Unico by Nyeye. Now, to qualify, you have to be subscribed to this channel and that you're following me on Instagram. The rules are very simple. Just screenshot any part of this video and tag me on your stories telling me what your main character energy looks like, the one you would like to emulate. What does that look like? What movie? What's the main character energy, you know, that you're in love with? And then you can also follow Unico by Nyeye and like at least 2 of our posts, and that's it. When you're done, you can just comment done here so I know that you've already submitted your entry. And it's very simple. I'll write the instructions on the screen. See you in my next video. The winners will be announced in my next video for sure, so stay tuned to find out if you're 2 of the lucky winners next week.